Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to solve a new question from top interview 150 and the question name is integer to Roman. This is given as a medium level question, but once you understand the concept and you understand what we have to do in this question, you will feel that it was quite similar to the Roman to integer problem. Okay, so now let's move on to the problem description. So let's see the problem now. Like in the previous question, we were given the symbol and the value. So here also we have been given the same. Okay. Now, just what happened here is, like in the previous question, we were given the Roman representation, right? We were given like this, like three eyes were given, and we need to return three, right? But here, what we will have to do is we will be given the numerical representation and we need to convert it into Roman representation. Okay, so now we will see here that we have been given some examples. Okay, so like we have been given 58, we have been given 1994, we have been given 3. So here we have been specified in the constraints that the value that we will be given is between 1 to 4000. Okay, so now we know that the number will be either one digit number or two digit number, three digit number or four digit number, right? It will not exceed that. Now we know that it will either be four digit, the maximum number of digits in the number will be 4, right? So we have the basic idea that it will be from 1 to 4000. Now we need to frame our answer in that way, right? And although we know that this I, like 1 is represented as I, 5 is represented as V, but like the compiler won't know, so we need to specify this in our code. Okay, so what we will do here is we will declare a map, or we will simply use an array. Okay, and for the numbers, like if we have 1, okay, so on the for like 1 index we will store I. Okay, so in this way we will define an array. Now we need to know how to solve this problem, right? Because while we were converting from Roman to integer, it was quite easy, right? We were just seeing if the number, the corresponding integer value was greater than, then we were adding it, otherwise we were subtracting it. But the question comes here is, how do we form the string, right? The if we have like a string value, it was easy to convert it into an integer. But now the question comes, how do we convert this integer, like integer, into the Roman number, right? Because we will have to know, if we have like 20, then we need to return 2 x's, right? If we have 12, we have to return 1 x and I, right? So how do we know that? How do we like code a program that will know how much you need to return, right? Or what type of string and how the string will be returned. So now what we will do, we will try to break down these numbers. Okay, so what I mean by that is, now let's say we have been given 1994 and we have some idea that 1000 means m, 900, like we have 994 left, right? Now how do we split this 994? We can write as 900 plus 94, right? And what does this 900, what is the Roman representation of 900? 1000 minus 100, right, which will give us cm. Now we have 1900, right? We got 1900 as mcm. The leftover value is 94. Now if we break down this 90 and plus 4, right? So how is 90 represented? We know that 100 is represented as C, and if we subtract 10 from that, we will get 90, right? So we can get XC, right? It will give us 90. Now what is the leftover number we have? We have 4, so it is represented as I and V. Now if I add this 94 here, I will be getting 1994. So the entire string that we will be forming is MCM plus XCIV, right? So the Roman representation of 1994 will be MCM plus, sorry, X, C, I and V. We are concatenating here, right? So we will be getting this as the answer. Now let's see if the expected output is that or not. So we see that we are getting MCM, XC, IV. Now what we are doing here, we are breaking down the number into smaller numbers, right? Means first what we did, we took 1000 from there, from the 1994, then we split it into 994, again we split this 994 into 1000 plus 900 plus 94, right? After this what we did, we took this 1994 into 90 plus 4. Now if we create an array or a map such that it will be storing 1 to 9, okay, so all the values that is from 1, we are storing the corresponding integer values Roman in the array or the whatever or the map, okay. So what we are doing here, we are storing those values. Then like if we are splitting the values like this, then we can simply go for, like if we have 4 here, okay, so we can look at the whatever, if let's say we have map, okay, so we will search map of 4 and what it will return, it will return I and V. So we will write here IV, right? In the same way we will search for 90, then we will get CM, XC, here we will get CM and here we will get M. Now first what I am trying to say here is, we will create a map, okay, and in that map we will be storing all the numerical values, Roman characters, okay, because we have the basic idea that for 1 we represent it as I, for 2 we represent it as 2, that 2 I's. In the same way we have 3, we have 4. In the same way we will go till 9, right? Now for 10 what we will do, we have 10, okay. Now here we will see, we have some conditions here, like if we have a 2-digit number, then it will be like, let's say we have 24 or let's say we have 25, okay, then how it is split, it is split as 20 plus 5, right? We need to know what is 20. So what we can do here is, we will store thousands place values, we will store hundreds values, 20s value and unit places values. Then we will what I'm saying here is, let's say we have 20, so we will store it as x and x. We will store for 30 x x x. Then for we have 40, right? So we will store as let's say we have L represented as 50, right? So L minus 10, that is XL, so it will be 40. Now in the same way we have 50 as L. For 60 we will be using L and X. So in the same way we will go till 90, right? Then we have 100, 200. In the same way we will go till 900. After that we will take 1000, 2000 and 3000. Why am I telling that we can go till 3000? Because the constraint, it is mentioned that we will be like getting a number from 1000 to less than 4000, right? Means the maximum value that we will get in the input is 3999. So we don't even need to keep 4000 here. We are good to go with 3000 only. Now let's take some examples, okay. Now let's say if I take 3884, okay, and see, let's see if we try to split these values in the map, will we get our answer or not? So now what we will do here, first what we will get 3000, then for 884 we will split 800 and then 80 and that 4, and then we will get 4. Now this 3000, we will have 3 m's here, right? And for this 800, what we will get, here we have 500, right? How do we represent 500? Let's see. We represent 500 as D, right? So what we will write here? D and X, X and X, right? 500 plus 300, so we will get 800 here. And for 80 in the same way we will write L, it will be C. Here we will write X, right? This is 100 and this is 10. So here we will get L, X, X, X. And then after that what we will get? We have 4 here, right? So we will get I and V. So after concatenating this entire thing, we will get the final Roman number. Now let's take one more example. Let's say we have 1200, okay? Now this will be written as 1000 and 200, right? So 1000 is represented as M and 200 will be C and C. So we will return M, C and C. So we can see that after getting the 1000, after splitting the entire number into their thousands place, hundreds place and tens and units place, we can easily get the Roman number out of it. Now how do we split that, right? So we will be following the basic approach for this, okay? So how do we do that? We will take the number given from the example only. For getting this 1000, what we have to do? Let's say we have here we will be having 1, right? So we will be dividing this by 1000, okay? So in our conditions, what we will check? If we don't even have to check, because if we divide, if it is a 9, like we have 94, okay, and we will be dividing it by 1000, then we will be getting 0 anyways. So we don't have to check any condition, okay? Simply what we will do, we will divide it by 1000. So what we will get here? 1. Now we know that in thousands we will get on the first index. So let's say we have 1000 here, and if we are maintaining an array, okay, so the 0th index, what we will do, we will keep it empty, and in the first index we will store M, okay, in the second index we will store 2 M's, and in the third index we will store 3 M's. Now what we will do here, we will go on the first index and we will add it to our answer. So for the first digit that we are getting it using n divided by 1000, right? So we are now what is the remainder? We are getting it as 994, right? So for the first digit we are getting as n divided by 1000. For second digit, how do we get it? Now once we divide this number by 1000, we will be getting an remainder, right? We need to take this remainder, and once we have this remainder, if we divide it by 100, then we will get 9 here, right? So we will take the modulo of it, and after that we will divide it by 100. So what this will give us? It will give us 9. Now this 100 will give us remainder as 94, right? Now for this 94, what we have to do? We will be again doing the same thing. We will divide it by 10, and we will get the quotient as 9. So again what we will do? For digit 3, we will take this, then what we are getting here? 100, right? So we will take the mod of that also. Now after this we need to divide it by 10, right? And simply for the last digit, what we can do? We can take the mod, right? So what we can do here is, we will take this entire thing and we will take the mod of it, right? So we will take n mod 1000 mod 100 mod 10. Right, this is looking kind of clumsy, but once we will solve, like once we are getting to know it, and we are trying to take an example and solve it, we will face, like it will feel very easy. So now what I will do here is, I will remove this, and we will try to get all the numbers or all the digits one by one. Okay, so now we have 1994 here, and we are dividing it by 1000. So what we will get, we will get 1 here, in because we are taking quotient, right? So we will get quotient here. Now this will give this n mod 1000 will give us 994, right? And then we are dividing that 994 by 100. So we are dividing that by 100. So this will give us quotient as 9. So the answer we will be getting here is 9. Now in the same way, what we are doing here, we are taking the mod, so this will return us 994, and then again we are taking the mod by 100. So this is returning as 94, and then we are dividing it by 9, so we will be getting 9 here, right? Now for the last value, what we will do, we will simply, like we will start from here, so we will get 994, then again we are taking mod, so what we will get, we will get 94, again we are taking mod here, so this will return us 4 as the answer. Now we have the first digit, we have the second digit, third digit, and the fourth digit, and now we know if we are getting digit 1, okay, it will be for thousands place only. So what we can do here is, we can create 4 arrays. One will store for thousands. So what we can do here is, for the first index we can store m here, then for 2000 we can store 2 m's, then for 3000 we can store 3 m's, right? And then in the second array, what we can do, we can store 200s place. So what we will be doing here, on the, we will start from the first index only, like from the first position, because 0th index we will not be getting here, right? So here what we will get, C, then we will get CC, CCC, then we will get D and C. In the same way we will go till 900, right? After that we will take one more array. In this we will be storing like 10 places. So what we will get in the first index, we will get x, then 2x, then we will get 3x. After that we will get L and x. After that we will get L. In the same way we will go till 90. And in the fourth array, what we will do, we will be starting from 1. So we will give I, then we will have 2 i's, then we will have 3 i's. After that we will have I and V. In this way we will go till 9. Okay, so now we know what we have to do here. And let's say once we got this digit on the first index, so what we will do, for that digit we will go and search in this array. Okay, so what we will do here is, if we are getting digit 1, okay, so we will search. If we are getting digit 1, then we will go and search in ARR1, okay, at that index, because it will be returning the quotient, and it will be like returned between 1 to 9 only. So we now know that either it will be m, or means it will be in the indexes only, as it is returning the quotient, right? So what will happen, we will, if d1 will exist, then we will go in the, like we will go in the array and we will search, right? And we will get whatever value we have in the string, and it will be returned by for the d1. And let's say if d2 will exist, right, then what we will do, we will go for string 2, we will again go and check in the string, and after that we will go for array 2, and then we will search at the digit 2 index. Now here, if we have here 1994, so for the first array, like In the first array we will be searching for 1. So what it will return? It will be returning m. So our string will become m, right? Now if like we are checking here if d2 is existing or not, it is existing here. So we will go for like the 9th index and we will check. In the 9th index what we will have, probably will be having it is 900, right? So it will be cm, right? So the 9th index will be storing cm. And so what will happen now, in the str it will get updated to m. It was m from before, and then we will add cm after that, right? Now we have the string updated as mcm. Now we will check if d3 is existing or not, right? If it is existing, again we will go to arr of 3. So we will go to arr of 3 and we will search for that index. Here what we have in arr means for d3 we have 9, right? So here what we will get, we have 100 and 90. So we will get xc. Now we will be adding x and c here, right? So now we have again string updated as m, c, m, x and c. Now we will always have d4, so we will not have to check for d4, okay, because the minimum number that we will be given is 1. So we will simply add d4 here. So we will add str plus is equals to arr4 of d4, right? Now here what we will do, we have 4 here, right? So it will go and check on the arr 4th index that we have as I and v. So here we will add I and v, and now the final string that we will get here is m cm x c I v. That was the required output according to our example also and in the question also. So I hope you were able to get what I was trying to say. Now let's move on to the code editor and we will try to run the code there. So let's see the code now. Okay, now I have already declared the 4 required arrays. Okay, one is storing the ones places values, the other one is tens, then we have hundreds, and after that we have thousands. Now what I will do here is I will take digit 1. And how do we get digit 1? We will take the number and just we will divide it by 1000, right? In the same way we will get digit 2 as we had seen. First we will take the mod value and then we will divide it by 1000. First we have taken the mod, then we will be dividing it by 100. Okay, now for digit 3 what we will do, we will take the entire mod. I'll just copy this. We will take this also as mod and then we will divide by 10, right? And for digit 4 what we will do, we will take the entire as mod only, right? So we will take mod for the entire thing. Now I said before that what we have to do, we have to check the condition also, that if the digit exists or not. Means it is a good practice to check, but since here at the 0th index we have an empty string, so you don't specifically have to check that if the digit exists or not, because if like it is a 1-digit number, so whatever we will get, it will be 0 only, and for the 0th index it will be returning the empty string. So we don't have to worry about it. Now in the string what we will do here, str, let's take it as st, and we will return arr 1 of it will be d4, right? So d4, since we are going in the like reverse way, so let me just start from ARR4. Okay, so I will take ARR4 of D1, then we will add ARR3 of D2, then we will add ARR3 of D3, it will be ARR2, ARR1, and then we will have here D4, right? Now we will return this ST from here. Let's try to run this now. So the sample test cases are passed. Let's try to submit it. So this code has been accepted. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any doubts, or if you come across a condition where we could have done this better, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to continue with me in this coding journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.